Hey, Dr. Testosterone here. So, in today's What's Up Doc, let's go to SK asks, What's up, Doc? Does refrigerant used in air conditioners have any effect on testosterone? I'm in the Caribbean, so any driving equals AC, and every night I sleep in an air-conditioned room with blackout blinds and a fan for white noise. So, first of all, bravo SK for using white noise fan. A white noise is a signal which includes all the different frequencies and wavelengths that are in existence. That's called white noise. And that is essentially, think of it like a sound of a waterfall, or think of it like an air conditioning sound. That's very similar to white noise. And that is used for sleeping. It's an aid. So if you're having difficulty sleeping, just turn on white noise. It'll be very continuous. It's really nice, very soothing, and you'll be able to sleep easier. Also, if you have disturbance during the night, as you know, to gain testosterone and to optimize, you need to sleep continuously throughout the night. I have a video about how to sleep to optimize testosterone, so see that for all the details about sleep. Also, bravo for the blackout blinds, bro. Great job. Blackout blinds are so you don't get any visual stimuli into your room, and because those blackout blinds are gonna basically make your room pitch dark and make them so dark, so make your room so dark so when you're walking, you're actually hitting shit and you're having a hard time. That's how dark I want you to make your room. Now, in terms of refrigerant coolant for your air conditioner, all right, this is how I think about this. Brandon Carter actually taught me this. Refrigerant coolant is not what's gonna lower your testosterone. That should not be in your priority list. There are a lot of motherfuckers who live in AC and have AC all the time who are fucking really well, okay? And they have high testosterone. Fuck all that. Focus on exercise, diet, and sleep, as is recommended by the plans that I offer to optimize testosterone. Now, let's move on to question number 2 by SK. So SK says, what's up, Doc? Stress and tea. He says, I definitely notice a difference when I'm on vacation, which isn't often enough, of course, and when home working as normal when it comes to sex drive. So question is, would meditation and or relaxation methods have a positive effect on tea? Yes, of course they would. Now let's break it down. When you are stressed out, you have an increase in cortisol levels, and that is a catabolic process. It's gonna break down your muscle, and it does the opposite of what testosterone does. And stress also ends up lowering your testosterone. Okay, now, obviously when you're stressed out, it's gonna affect your sex drive because your stress is based on a very biological type concept, right? So you take stress, maybe you're hungry, so your body's gonna undergo stress. Maybe you're about to get killed by a predator, your body's will undergo stress, and you will have a catabolic process with cortisol release. So, of course you should meditate. Of course you should do relaxation methods. One thing that's helped me a lot is breathing exercises. So obviously, when you have sex, your testosterone causes your erection, there's blood flow to the penis. Now, you have to have air, you have to have the circulation as well as the respiratory system in your body has to be not blocked. Okay, it has to be smooth. And if you take stress, a lot of that will be blocked, and just your passage, your air passageways in your body are gonna take a toll. So one thing that I've been doing recently is Qigong, which is an exercise. One of our friends helps us do that every week. Another thing is just deep breathing through your balls, as Elliot points out in his videos. So I just breathed into my balls, and I can feel my ass constricting. My butthole actually is moving up. I just did it again. It's amazing. I'm gonna make a video soon about the thresholds of fitness you need to actually achieve in order to breathe with your balls. It's not easy to do. So that is something you should keep in mind in terms of stress and how it will lower your testosterone, and how meditation and relaxation will help quite a bit. All right, so the third question by SK is, apart from diet, adequate hydration, enough quality sleep, etc., is there any info on overexposure to EMF, which is electromagnetic frequency, from cell towers or just excessive computer use, etc., having any effect on T levels? Yes, they do have effect on T levels. So there have been peer-reviewed studies. Now, again, all of these are not conclusive. So basically what this guy is saying is, if you put a fucking cell phone here, there's a signal that comes from this tower around the access point and vice versa. Is that signal, those waves, those electromagnetic waves, are they gonna affect your testosterone levels? Are they gonna make you not have babies anymore because your sperm is dead? Or worse. Now maybe you don't want to have babies, maybe you don't give a fuck. If you don't give a fuck, then forget it, but can it lower your testosterone? So the studies on this topic are not conclusive, okay? You have to realize that a lot of cell phone companies actually make these studies happen. So they're the ones who have hired the scientists and they're paying the scientists wages. So you probably can understand how those studies will be biased, and they're definitely not in high quality, high impact peer reviewed journals. So those studies are inconclusive in terms of, do cell phones and the frequencies that the signals that are entering our bodies, do they affect testosterone? Now, I personally got my sperm checked because I wanted to know whether cell phone use, because I've basically kept cell phone in my pocket my whole life, if that's actually affected my sperm and if my sperm is bad. And thank God it turned out that my sperm is amazing. My sperm, my, what do you call them, swimmers, are so fucking strong. The doctor gave me a call back and said, bro, you should donate your sperm and make $2,000 a month. You just go in the fucking clinic and you pop a load into some Ziploc bag. I mean, I've done it. And I mean, he was telling me the volume, the speed at which they're running, the morphology, it's fucking good. Like, my swimmers are amazing. So that's why I always use a condom, usually. So essentially, this is the way that you need to think about this. The cell phone sitting in front of a computer. Now, look, if you have a sedentary lifestyle, you're always on your phone, always on Instagram, your neck is down and you're doing this thing, your neck is obviously going to be affected, and that's going to affect your passageways, your breathing, and that is going to affect your health in general, which is going to affect your testosterone. It can cause a high level of stress if you're blocking your circulation and your respiratory pathways. So keep that in mind. But just the radiation on its own, we don't know yet. Hopefully a study will come out where we would be able to prove it, but right now that doesn't exist. But limit your cell phone use, because indirectly it could lower your testosterone level. If you're not going out, if you're not having fun, if you're not socializing, that could affect your sex drive, because you might have stress. You might be alone in the house and feel depressed, and that's going to lower your testosterone. And it's also, I mentioned the neck. If you're in front of a computer, you're slouching or your posture is bad, that can block certain pathways in terms of just your circulation. So keep that in mind. Don't have a sedentary lifestyle. As long as you're active, you have a cell phone around you, it's not going to matter. Now, if you're paranoid, just get I don't have it on me right now, but I usually have a patch here that I wear, and that is where I keep my cell phone, because honestly, I'm not sure. So get that shit from Amazon and wear it, and then you don't have to worry, because the distance between the cell phone and your balls will be so big that it's not going to matter. So that's some practical advice. Thanks for your questions, SK, and I will see you in the next episode of What's Up, Doc. This is Doc Testosterone. See you next time.